That's how I know. That's how I know. That's how I know. That's how I knew that I was different.
As I told you guys before, I previously played football. So when I was in Australia, I still wanted to continue, so I did. So I signed for a team called Gosnells, and they were top of the league at that moment as well. So yeah, I ended up winning the league by playing like 2 or 3 games. I don't even think I started, I don't know. And these are Gosnells had a trip to Bali, and what I wanted to do is join them, but I wanted to go Bali by myself as well. So I just done a week before they went, and then I'd finished the trip with them. Like, going Bali in 2022 was the best time ever for me personally, because I've been 4 times now, but no other occasion has topped that one. And I think it was because everything was new, and I wanted just to travel and just see what it's like being a traveller in Bali, innit? So I started off in Uluwatu because I wanted to go to an event at Surveyor. So this event was defected and it was sick. I loved it still. I just loved it, yeah, because like as real as it gets, I bought 1 drink and got invited to VIP. Gassed, you get me? So it started off with flying colours, man, this trip. Then I ended up going to Ubud, spent some time in a temple, went hiking, went on a jeep up a mountain. I just done numerous things, you know, and in Ubud specifically, you can buy packages anyway that like allow you to do like day trips basically. And I did, and it was sick, I can't lie. But then the thing is, like, I'm not saying but then like it was a problem, but I ended up going to another part of Bali called Canggu, and Canggu and Seminyak is where it's at, and it meaning that's where Fins is, that's where Potato Head is, that's where loads of the clubs and bars are in it. So I went Ubud to the temples and got cleansed on that, and then went down to Canggu and Seminyak, my thing. Yo, I tell ya, it was sick though. And what a holiday. So if I met you on that holiday, big up, man, cause you contributed to me having the best holiday of my life basically. I can't believe I finished it like that. You know what? I'm gonna have to be real, yeah. Imagine I forgot, yeah, a part of the story. So while I was in Bali, right, I went surfing in Canggu. And while I was surfing though, when you're in the ocean, you shouldn't be trying to stand on anything because you don't know what's underneath. So what I ended up doing, because I was surfing for like an hour and a half, I was like, yo, I want to stand up. And I'm not going to stand on the surfboard because I'm just going to drop. So I ended up trying to like touch some land underneath the water. And as soon as I stepped in, I felt like a razor just went straight through my foot. Literally from one side to the other, it was a thin ass line. I was low-key shook though, because everyone was like, yo, you have to be careful, you know, because I could get infected and rah rah rah. Turns out I stepped on a reef, and a reef is like a sharp rock, coral and sand basically, and it forms together, and because of that you can actually get infections from it. So it's very vulnerable to humans, and it's sharp. So in short terms, I stepped on the city in Shark Tale. But anyway, for the rest of that holiday, I think I had like 2 or 3 days left. I ended up just wearing sliders and flip-flops because I couldn't even put my shoes on. It was peak. But yeah, I didn't get any infection or anything, so it was nice. But yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, same way though, holiday was sick though. I really loved it. And obviously that's why I went back so many other times. But the other times I've got other stories for those in it. So it's one of them. So stay tuned. So yeah, so after the trip, I went back to my school and I was just doing the same shifts. So I was doing the breakfast club, then I was doing the teaching, then I was doing after school club. People around me was just like, yo, you're doing a lot, you know, like, is that gonna like take a toll on your body and that? I was like, nah, bro, like I'm a grafter and that. But in the same breath though, like, I ain't lying, I was tired, man. Plus during that time, it's getting closer to summer in Australia, so it was hot. I even got like a heat rash, for example, like.
Bro, my face is hurting me, you know.
It burned me, literally. But what an experience though, because like I was just thinking I'm just gonna do this until the Christmas holiday, because once the Christmas holiday comes, obviously school's closed, and in Australia it's summertime, so all of January and the rest of December people won't be at school, so I might as well just do these shifts. So I did. And then during that time, once December actually came through, I actually got offered a full-time contract for the following year. They gave me an option of I can be the head of PE or not. And I said, yeah, I want to do it, because to me, like in my teaching world, like that's my dream job really. Like I'm sorting out the curriculum, I'm making sure the kids are doing the right sports and stuff like that. I am all for it. Like my 2 degrees is for this job, meaning I've done sports coaching and then I've done a PE specialism with qualified teacher status, which allowed me to be a teacher in primary school, but I specialize in PE. I'm ready for this, you get me? So as soon as they offered it, I said, yep, I'm on it. And so I went through the rest of November and December, and I was just doing my shifts, but I was more and more in the PE room, because sometimes they'd need me to do a year 4 cover and teach that class, or year 2 or 3 or whatever, you know, but mostly I was in PE because that's where they know that I'm gonna be at next year. So it was good. Like I was really happy about it, you know, because it was like, how have I gone all the way to Australia to actually get the job that I actually want? You know what I mean? So I was just like, yeah, you made the right decision. So then Christmas came, and this was a new experience as well, because usually I'm with my family, but this time, I was with my Australian family, you know what I mean? And it was nice though, because as real as it gets, near enough everyone that was on that table were away from home. So because everyone was like that as well, and we're all in the same situation, we just made the best out of the situation, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. The only thing was, and I ain't gonna lie, I raw had FOMO, and the only reason why I had FOMO is because in Australia we're 8 hours in front at the time. So by the time that I'll finish up my day, it's like all my family's days just started, really, you know what I mean? So it was like, oh, I wish I could just teleport, you know, like boom, but it's one of them. But in the same breath, like I said, the first experience being away for Christmas was still good. Like I thoroughly enjoyed it. We literally went to the beach on Christmas Day. Like I can't really do that in Brum, you know what I mean? Like, so it's one of them things. So I was proper grateful for it anyway. So during this Christmas period, I wanted to make sure that I had a decent break, because I'm about to go into a 10-week term once school starts. But I also need to earn money, so I still need to keep on going to work and doing what I'm doing, but here and there I take days off and stuff like that. So I was able to do that, and it worked well for me, because by the time that school started, I felt well enough rested for my new job to start. And when my new job started, that made me pack in the breakfast and after school club, because it would have just been too much for me. So I wanted to prioritize my teaching job really, because at the end of the day, this is a new role and I want to be good at it. So I wanted to proper lock in. So like, I didn't want to have like anything on before, anything on after really. I kind of just wanted just to be flexible, you know? And I just ended up going gym in the morning, then I went to work. And that's all I just did instead of doing the breakfast club.